Good afternoon, dear students. Today I'm going to deal with the same unit, same topic, that is introduction to nursing. So we have discussed up to the functions of INC in the previous class. So today we'll discuss about the role of SNA. Okay, so the State Nursing Council, we can say SNA stands for State Nursing Council, are formed since 1926 to control the training and practice within the state and issue licenses to the qualified nurses. So a license issued by a council provides assurance to the public that the nurse has met predetermined standards. The major functions of the SNAs are recognition of nursing institution within state. Okay, so what are the main functions of SNAs? To recognize, to give recognition of nursing institution within the state. Okay, then registration and renewal of licenses for the qualified nursing personnel. Okay, so SNA's main functions are to give recognition of a nursing institution within the state. Okay, then SNA is giving registration and doing renewal of license for the qualified nursing personnel. Then reworking of license. Okay, SNA is reworking of license. In India, few SNA act as qualification conferring body for diploma course. Okay, to maintain the register and the list and to provide for the registration and establishment of nurse. This is also a important function of SNA, which stand for State Nursing Council. And to maintain the register. What are all the functions? To maintain the register and the list, to provide for the registration and enlistment of nurses. Okay, then to recognize, to give recognition of nursing institution. What are all the nursing institutions in the state level? Okay, so SNA is giving recognition. Okay, registration and renewal of licenses for the qualified nursing personnel. So SNA is also doing registration and renewal of license. Okay, reworking of license. Then SNA act as few qualification conferring body for diploma courses. Okay, then the next functions are to hear and decide appeal from any decision of the register. Okay, SNA has to hear and decide appeal from any decision of the register. Then to prescribe a code of ethics for regulating the professional conduct of nurses. Then SNA has to hold examinations and to make all necessary arrangements for such examination. It has the main function. This is the main function of SNA, to hold examinations and to make all necessary arrangements for such examinations, to prescribe the courses of training leading to the examinations held by the council, and to charge fees for such examinations. So these are the main functions of SNA. Then next we'll discuss about the code of ethics. Okay, what are all the codes of ethics in the nursing field? So before knowing code of ethics, we should have to know about the ethics. What do we mean by ethics? Okay, so ethics refers to a method of inquiry which helps the people to understand the morality of human behavior. Okay, so what do we mean by ethics? It is a method of inquiry which helps the people to understand the morality of human behavior. Okay, in nursing ethics, which refers to ethical issues that occur in nursing practice. Okay, you can say ethics are the rules or principles or set of principles, okay, that govern right conduct, okay, that to govern right conduct they deal with what is good or what is bad, with the moral duty and obligations. So these are designed to protect the rights of human beings, okay. Ethics are designed to protect the rights of human beings and to practices or beliefs the certain groups, okay. So ethics are the method of inquiry which helps the people to understand the morality of human behavior, okay. Then we'll discuss about what are the definition of code of ethics, okay. So code of ethics is a formal statement of groups, ideals and values. So this is a guide of principles, you can say. This is a guide of principles which is designed to help professionals conduct business honestly, okay, and with integrity, okay. So it is a guide of principles which designed to help professionals conduct business. Those are conducting business honestly, okay, and with integrity. So a code of ethics is helping to them, those professionals. Those are really want to do or conduct their business honestly and integrately, okay. So this is a document, you can say. Code of ethics or the document maybe outline the mission or values of the business or organizations, how professionals are supposed to approach problems, the ethical principles based on the organization's core values, okay, and the standards to which the professional will be held. So overall we can say this is a principles which is designed to help the professionals conduct business honestly, and other professionals, not only business, other professionals also in this is the code of ethics are helping them, okay. And you can say it's a document maybe outline the mission and values of the business or organization, other organizations, how professionals are supposed to approach the problems, okay. It is helping the ethical principles based on the organizations, okay. So ethical principles are based on the organization's core values. Next, what are all the purposes of ethical code of ethics, okay. What are the main purposes? So standards for the behaviors of nurse and provide general guidelines for nursing action. So code of ethics has a main purpose, that is to standards for the behaviors of nurse and provide general guidelines for nursing action in ethical dilemmas, okay. Then to help distinguish between the it helps to distinguish between right and wrong, okay. It is helping to distinguish, okay, to find out what is right and what is wrong, okay. Then it enables a correct decision, it helps to take a correct decision. It protects the rights of individual, it helps to protect the individuals rights. What are all the individuals human rights, it helps to protect them, okay. So the code enables to take a correct decision, it helps to take a correct decision or a uniform decision within the group, okay. It helps to take a or it helps to take a uniform decision within the groups. It helps to protect the rights, human rights, individual rights, okay, rights of families, community, and also the right of the nurse, okay. Then other purposes are we have already discussed, but is that the code helps to distinguish, okay, distinguish between right and wrong at a given given specially when alternatives appear just as satisfactory, when there are alternatives, so it helps to distinguish between what is right and what is wrong, okay. Next we will see about the uses. What are all the uses of code of ethics, okay. So acknowledges the rightful place of individuals in healthcare delivery system. Okay, it helps to acknowledges the rightful place of individual in healthcare delivery system. Then constitutes towards empowerment of individual to become responsible for their health and well-being. Okay, it has to contribute towards empowerment. It contributes towards empowerment of individuals to become responsible for their health and well-being. Okay, then it helps to contribute to quality care. Okay, then it helps to identify obligations in practice, research and relationship. Okay, then it informs the individuals, families, community and other professionals about expectations of a nurse. So these are the uses of code of ethics. Okay, what are all? It helps to acknowledges the rightful place of individual in healthcare delivery system. It constitutes towards empowerment of individual to become responsible for their health and well-being. Then it helps to contribute to quality to give it contributes the quality care. It contributes to quality care. Okay, then it identifies obligations in practice and research and also in the relationships. Then informs the individuals, okay, families, community and other professionals about expectations of nurses. Okay, then we'll discuss about what are all the ethical principles, or you can say ethical moral principles, ethical standards or moral principles also you can say. So what do you mean by ethical principles, or you can say ethical standards also you can call it as. So the moral principles are statements. Those the principles are principles are the statements about broad general philosophical concept. Okay, like autonomy and justice. Okay, so they provide the foundation for moral rules with specific prescriptions for actions. Okay, so there are some ethical standards or moral principles are there here. We'll discuss one by one. Now, first one is respect and autonomy. So respect and autonomy, which refers to the right to make one's own decision. It means right to take one's own decision. Okay. Then the nurse should follow in the autonomy. The nurses should follow the principles of autonomy. There are some particular principles are there, rules, you can say rules that should be followed by every nurses, and respect clients' right to make decisions even when those choices seem not to be in the client's best interest. Okay, so here the autonomy, which refers the right to make one's own decisions. Okay, here nurses, all the nurses are they should have to follow the principles of autonomy, and they should respect the client's right. What are all the client's rights? They should have to respect while to make while they respect clients' right to make the decisions. Okay, the next we'll discuss about the beneficence. Okay, so beneficence means you can say promoting good or doing good for others, good to others. Okay, beneficence means to promote good and doing good, promoting good and doing good to others. Okay, which encourages the others to do good for others. Okay, next we'll discuss about the justice. So justice, is the foundation for decisions about resource allocation throughout a society or throughout a group. Okay, the principle of fairness is the basis for the obligation to treat all the client equally and fairly. Okay, here the main principle is that to means of fairness. Okay, fairness, which is a basic basis for the obligation to treat all the clients equally and fairly. Okay, so healthcare system provides care on the basis of medical need, rather than the ability to pay, social status, race and gender. So here justice is the foundation for decision about resource allocation throughout the society or throughout the group. Here the fairness is it means the equally we are giving treatment, we are giving treatment, okay, healthcare to all the patient. We are doing fair treatment to all. Fair treatment means there is not any rich person, means not any other like if a client is rich, and if there is any poor client is also there, means it doesn't mean you have to treat them treat the rich person with very fairly. You are treating to the rich person, but you are ignoring the poor person. You should not do like this. Okay, you have to treat fairly, you have to give treatment, health care fairly, uh, you have to behave with them very good manner, equally. Okay, so there is not any poor patient, or rich patient, fair person, dark person. Not like that. You should have to behave equally. Okay, you should have to give treatment equally to them. Okay, you have to treat all the clients in that health organization equally. You have to give treatment, healthcare to all the clients equally and fairly. Okay, so next we'll discuss about veracity. Okay, so which refers to telling the truth. Okay, veracity, you can say it refers to telling the truth. So although this seems straightforward, you can say straightforward, in practice choices are not always clear. So the loss of trust in the nurse and the anxiety which caused by not knowing the truth, okay, for example, usually outweighs any benefits derived from lying. So veracity means telling the truth. That means telling the truth, although which is you can say straightforward, directly we are telling the truth only. Okay, so next we'll discuss about the fidelity. Okay, so this means fidelity means here these are the principles. In these principles which require loyalty, fairness, loyalty, truthfulness, then advocacy, and dedication to our patients. Okay, which involves all agreement to keep our promises. Okay, so it usually it refers to the concept of keeping a commitment, and it is based upon the virtue of caring. Okay, so fidelity overall, what is that meaning? This in this principle it requires loyalty, fairness, okay, dedication to our patient, truthfulness to our patient. Then what are the other principles? Accountability. Okay, so ethics, moral principles, ethical standards. What are the other ethical standards? Accountability, which is an ability to answer for one's own action. Okay, it means it is an ability to answer for one's own reaction. Okay, so in nursing professional must agree to evaluate practices and actions, and to take actions to preserve nursing excellence. Okay, a national organization, you can say national or TNAI, there are many national organizations are there, no? National organizations such as TNAI provide these definitions and offer practice standards to achieve the quality as well as structure for evaluation of continuing practices. So overall, what do you mean by accountability? It is an ability to answer for one's own action. Okay, then next ethical standards. What is it? Responsibility. Okay, responsibility, as you know, it is a specific accountability or liability which is associated with the performance of duties of a particular role. Okay, so thus the ethical nurse is able to explain rationale behind every actions and recognize the standards to which he or she will be held. Okay, so Brali, what do you mean by responsibility? It is the specific accountability which is associated with the performance of duties of a particular role. Okay, next principle is confidentiality, as you know, which refers to confidentially means what? Protection or privacy, you can say. Okay, privacy. We are not exploring any others personal thing. Okay, we are not telling any personal things of any persons to others. Okay, so which refers to the rights and privileges of clients for protection of privacy without demonizing access to quality care. Okay, so it is important for trusting relationship. Confidentiality should be maintained with the patient. Okay, in the health organization it is most important, which helps to bond a trust. Okay, it follows, it is an important thing for trusting relationship. Okay, nurse will not share the information about the client unless unless there is agreement from the client required by the laws. So client's information on the chart, like this is an example, means notes can't not should not share the personal informations about the client. Okay, like client's information on the chart, what are the informations of the patient. Okay, so this is the right of the patient. Okay, so confidentiality is the right or privileges of clients for for protection of privacy without demonizing access to quality care. Okay, so in nursing code of ethics, which provides professional standards for nursing activities, which protect the nurse and the client, protect the nurse and the client also. Okay, then we'll discuss about the next principles, that is beneficence. Okay, which means promoting good or doing good to others. I already discussed. Okay, let it be. The next one is non maleficence. Okay, non maleficence means it is the avoidance of harm or hurt. Okay, so it is an obligation to never deliberately harm another person. So the nurse tries to balance the risk and balance the benefits of the risk and benefits of a plan of care. Okay, so ethical practices which involves not only the will to do good, but also equal commitment not to do harm. Okay, so it is the avoidance of harm or hurt. So balancing here, the nurse is trying to balance the risk and the benefits also of a plan of care. Okay, so these are the moral principles. Next we'll discuss about the ethical dilemmas. Ethical dilemma, we can say dilemma means where there are two alternatives are there, situations are there, you have to choose one. Okay, so you can say ethical dilemmas is two situations or two alternatives will be there. You have to choose one. Okay, that means dilemma. So which occurs when there is a conflict. When it occurs, when ethical dilemmas occurs, when there is conflict between two or more ethical principles. Okay, at that time ethical dilemmas will occur. So no correct decisions exist. When no correct decisions exist, at that time the ethical dilemmas will occur. Okay, you can say that is ethical dilemma. So these are the reasons. Okay, ethical reasoning. So these are the things, these are the reasons of ethical dilemma. When there is conflict, when there is a no correct, when no correct decisions exist at that time. So these are the ethical dilemma. What we have discussed today. In today's class, we have discussed about the ethics. Okay, code of ethics. Before that, I taught you about the ethics. Ethics is a method of inquiry that helps the people to understand the morality of human behavior. Okay, so what are all the definitions we have already discussed. Okay, so code of ethics, you can say, is a guide of principles and, which is designed to help professionals to conduct business honestly and with integrity. Okay, so which is a, you can say, which is a document maybe may outline the missions and values of the business or other organizations, how professionals are supposed to approach the problems it helps. Okay, these principles based on the organizational scores, according to the organizations, these ethical principles is based. Okay, so based upon that organizations only the standards, it based on the standards to which the professional will be held. Okay, so overall you can say it is a guide of principles. Okay, guide of principles to help the professionals. Then we have discussed about the purposes. What are all the purposes? It helps to the standards for the behaviors of nurse and provide general guidelines. Okay, it helps to make standards, give standards for the behaviors. Okay, make standards for the behaviors of nurse and provide general guidelines for nursing actions in the ethical dilemmas, and help to enable the correct decisions. We have already discussed. Help to distinguish between right and wrong thing. Okay, it helps to take a decision. Then protect the right of individuals. It helps to protect the individuals rights. Okay, then what are all the uses. Okay, we have discussed. Then what are all the ethical principles we have discussed. Under this, what are all the moral, you can say, moral principles and ethical principles. The meaning is same. Okay, ethical principles, what are all the ethical principles? Respect and autonomy, then beneficence, justice, veracity, fidelity, accountability, responsibility, confidentiality. Okay, then non maleficence. Okay, so these are all the ethical then these are all the ethical principles. Then we have discussed about the ethical dilemmas. Okay, when there is conflict between two or more ethical principles, is known as ethical dilemma. Okay, dilemma means you can say what within two situation, within if there is two alternatives. Okay, we have to choose one. We have to decide. We have to dilemma means it is a situation where we have to choose from two alternatives. Okay, which is difficult to choose. So this is known as dilemma. Okay, so where when ethical reasoning occurs, when no correct decisions exist, these are the ethical dilemma. Okay, So next class we'll discuss the other part of this unit 1. Okay, introduction of nursing. We will discuss other part of this unit. So if you have any doubt, you can put a message. You can message me personally. Okay, you can ask me. Thank you for listening me. Thank you so much.